parsha how the king of Egypt summons the Jewish midwives, Shifra and Puah, and tells them that if they see a male child being born on the birth stool, they must kill the child. Who are the Jewish midwives? Shifra and Puah. Shifra was Yocheved, Puah was Miriam. Why was Shifra known as Shifra? So Chazal tell us, she would beautify the child. Puah is Miriam, she would quiet the child, calm the child. So the obvious question is, why is it important for us to know what their area of responsibility was to beautify it, to calm? Let it say, he summoned the two Jewish midwives, Yocheved and Miriam. Why does the Torah have to identify by their specific area of midwiving? What's the value of that? And the Torah tells us, "Vatirena hamiyalus esel Elokim," and they did not heed the word of Melech Mitzrayim. They did not listen, and they did not kill the children. If a woman herself, when we speak that they were midwives, we're not speaking they were actually necessarily involved in the delivery of the children. They were the expert midwives, and they oversaw thousands and thousands of midwives in the various areas of responsibility to deliver the Jewish children. We're talking about it was Shisha Bekeres Achas, 6 children born in each litter. So how many midwives? You had to have endless numbers of midwives delivering these children, and they oversaw them. And what was Yocheved's area of expertise? Mishaperes Zavlat. Miriam, she would calm the child. A person at this level could dedicate his life to such an overwhelming level of responsibility. Evidently, they themselves, they value Jewish children to such a degree that they're willing to dedicate their lives to bring them into existence and take care of them and bring them to a certain point of health to deliver them to their mothers. So if a person, chas v'shalom, would tell a mother, I want you to kill your only child, who she had late in age, she'd have difficulty killing that child. She'd say, kill me before you kill my child. I can't do it. It's not possible. My whole life is my child. Shifra and Puah, Yocheved and Miriam, being so involved and overwhelmed with this level of responsibility, despite that, they're dedicated to it. So to what degree do they value the lives of Jewish children? She'd say maybe the reason why they didn't heed the word of the Melech Mitzrayim was because they just couldn't. It's like cutting a pound of flesh out of them. The Torah says no. Even though that was the case, the reason why they did not heed the word of Melech Mitzrayim, it wasn't attributed to their love or their feeling or connection to Jewish children. It's because they feared Hashem. Because the fear for Hashem was greater than the fear for the mortal king. That's what the Torah is attesting to. So if it would have just said, Yocheved and Miriam, they were midwives. Why did they not listen? Because they feared Hashem. Here the Torah tells us, despite the fact of their level of connection and dedication to the Jewish children, Shifra and Puah, you'd say maybe that's why they couldn't, and they wouldn't heed the word. The Torah says no. It's because they feared Hashem. As a result of that, it's a different dimension. Therefore, what did they merit? They merited Batim. Hashem gave them these gifts of having special families, establishing certain streams of Klal Yisrael, Leviim, Melochim. All this, it's only because of their attachment to Hashem. Therefore, they merit this level of progeny.